FSA. So the issue is this, they've got a health FSA that has a waiting period. They have the underlying group health plan that has a longer waiting period. They're asking us now if they can continue to operate both of those plans that way, or whether now, under ACA rules, they need to align the waiting period so that they're the same length.
Well, the answer is in IRS Notice 2013-54.
So I was just on the phone with one of our consultants,
Right.
and he's been dealing with one of his employer groups around the issue of what is a full-time employee under the ACA. And our consultant has rightly been telling him what the new rules are and the fact that it's, you know, anyone who averages more than 30 hours a week.
Good.
And unfortunately, this employer group keeps pushing back. And now the employer group wants us to be able to give them something in writing to prove that we actually know the answer. Can we put together something in writing on that issue?
I don't see why not. Oh, here it is. 26 CFR, parts 154, 301, hold on. Oh, and 4980H.
Perfect. So, you know, we're winding down 2014, we're heading towards January 1st, 2015. We've got employer reporting coming on the horizon, we've got large employer mandate penalties. You know, this has been pushed back before. I've gotten 4 or 5 questions from the field just in the last week, and they'd like to know what we believe is going to happen in the future. They'd like to know whether we think it's going to be delayed again and pushed off for another year. Well, what do you think about that? How should we respond?
Well, let me see what we think. Cannot predict now. We're gonna have to go to a higher power.
Well,
Let
if
me
we must.
consult the crystal ball.
So contrary to popular belief, we don't actually know everything off the top of our head. We do have to do some research from time to time. There's plenty that we do know because you're asking us lots of questions, and some are very similar, and we've looked something up recently. But what we try to do is we'll identify, we've got specific sources that we go to. Carl has some different ones than I do so that they complement each other. We'll look up information, we'll discuss it with one another, we'll come up with what our response is or how we think that we need to behave or respond as a company, and then we'll provide that to you. So I think that in our collaboration, we pretty much get to the best answer for you. Now, sometimes it might not be the speediest to market. You might have competitors who are coming out with faster responses, but we always want to have the right and most thoughtful response for the employers. And not only what is it, but what should they do about it? We think that's what's important.